Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to take a deep breath and feel the power of this moment. Right here, right now, you have the opportunity to step into the life you were meant to live. I am not talking about a life of mediocrity. I am talking about a life of greatness, a life where you wake up each day knowing that your potential is limitless. Because here's the truth, you were not born to settle. You were not born to fit into the ordinary mold. You were born to shine, to create, to leave your mark on this world. Too often we let fear and doubt control our destiny. We let other people define our worth, and we listen to the whispers of "you can't," when inside we know the voice of possibility is screaming, "You must." Let me tell you something. Greatness is not reserved for a chosen few. It is reserved for those who refuse to let excuses define them. It is reserved for those who decide that their dreams are bigger than their fears. It is reserved for you. You see, greatness is not about talent alone. It's not about luck or waiting for the perfect moment. Greatness is about decision. It's about deciding right here, right now, that your life will be extraordinary. It's about committing fully to yourself and to the vision that burns inside your heart. Every action you take, every choice you make, either moves you closer to that greatness or holds you back. And I promise you, once you make the decision to move forward, once you refuse to settle for anything less than your best, the universe will conspire with you to make it happen. But let me warn you, this path is not easy. You will face challenges. You will face setbacks. You will face moments where giving up seems like the easiest option. And that is the test. That is the moment that will define whether you are truly meant for greatness. Because greatness is forged in adversity, it is born in the fire of struggle and perseverance. Every obstacle you overcome strengthens your resolve. Every failure you experience teaches you a lesson you could never learn otherwise. I want you to see yourself for who you really are. Not the version that doubts, not the version that hesitates, not the version that fears. I want you to see the version that refuses to be average, the version that wakes up every morning and says, "I am capable of more, I am worthy of more, I will achieve more." That version is waiting inside of you, and it is ready to take over. So start today. Start by taking control of your life. Start by deciding that you will no longer accept mediocrity. Start by committing to your dreams with unshakable determination. Surround yourself with people who lift you higher. Seek knowledge that fuels your growth, and take action, even when it scares you, because action is the bridge between who you are and who you are meant to become. Remember this, greatness is not a gift, it is a choice. It is not something that happens to you, it is something you claim. You have the power, you have the strength, and you have the potential to achieve extraordinary things. Your life is a masterpiece waiting to be created, and the truth is, there is nothing holding you back except the limitations you place on yourself. Break those limitations, rise above the doubt, step into your power. Embrace your potential. You are meant for greatness. There is no other version of you that can do what you are here to do. The world needs your unique gift, your voice, your courage, your brilliance. Do not wait for permission. Do not wait for approval. Take the life you were meant to live. Step into your greatness, claim your destiny, and live a life that inspires others to do the same. Now stand up. Stand tall. Look yourself in the mirror and say, "I am ready. I am capable. I am meant for greatness." Feel it in your bones. Feel it in your heart. And then go out there and show the world exactly what you are made of. You were born to shine. I want you to feel the weight of that truth right now. Not someday, not when you think you're ready, not when circumstances are perfect. Right now. Every single person listening has within them a spark, a light that is unique, a brilliance that cannot be replicated. That spark is your potential, your calling, the reason you are here. Too often, we underestimate ourselves. We look around and see others achieving greatness, and we tell ourselves, "That's not me. I'm not ready. I don't have what it takes." But the reality is, you were born with everything you need to succeed, to lead, to inspire, to create, and to shine. Think about your earliest memories, Those moments when you felt alive, when you felt joy, when you felt unstoppable. Those moments were glimpses of your true self, unrestrained by fear, doubt, or the opinions of others. Somewhere along the way, society, education, and circumstance told you to dim your light, to blend in, to play small. But deep down, that spark never went out. That light has always been inside you, waiting for you to acknowledge it, nurture it, and unleash it. Every challenge you face, every setback, every moment of self-doubt is a call to remember who you really are. You were born to shine, not just in your own life, but in the lives of everyone you touch. Your light is contagious. It inspires, it uplifts, it gives hope, and it creates change. The world needs you to shine, but it requires courage. Shining means standing up when it's easier to sit down. Shining means speaking your truth when silence feels safer. Shining means taking action even when fear is whispering that you can't. It's not about waiting for perfection. It's about stepping forward even when things are uncertain, even when the road is hard, even when others doubt you. You were born with the ability to overcome, to rise above limitations, and to transform obstacles into opportunities. Every time you choose to shine, you push back the darkness, you light the way, and you remind yourself and others that greatness is possible. Shining also means embracing your unique gifts, your talents, and your passions. Stop comparing yourself to others. Stop measuring your journey against someone else's. Your life, your skills, your experiences, they are your power. The moment you own them fully, the moment you embrace what makes you different, you become unstoppable. You were born to shine in ways that no one else can. That uniqueness, that individuality is your superpower. It's what will set you apart, what will draw opportunities, what will attract people who believe in your vision. The world doesn't need another copy of someone else. It needs your originality, your authenticity, your light. But shining isn't always easy. There will be days when you doubt yourself, when the weight of the world makes your spark feel small, when fear threatens to snuff out your fire. Those are the moments that define you. Those are the moments when you must remember that light exists even in the darkest corners. That spark inside you cannot be extinguished by circumstance, by criticism, or by past failures. It can only grow stronger when you feed it with belief, with courage, with relentless determination. Every step forward, no matter how small, adds fuel to your flame. Every action taken with intention strengthens your glow. Every time you refuse to let fear control you, your light becomes brighter, more visible, and impossible to ignore. Imagine the impact of fully embracing your light. Imagine waking up every day knowing that you are not here to blend in, but to stand out. Imagine using your talents, your passions, and your energy to inspire others, to lead, to create, and to achieve extraordinary results. That is your potential, waiting for you to step into it. You were born to shine, and the power to do so has been inside you all along. Your journey, your purpose, your vision, they are all waiting for you to ignite them, to step fully into your greatness, and to let the world witness your brilliance. The moment you decide, everything changes. Life doesn't shift because of luck, because of timing, or because someone else approves of your dreams. Life shifts when you make a decision, a real decision, that you are no longer willing to settle for less than your full potential. Decide and commit. Commit with every ounce of your being to the vision of the life you know you are capable of living. Far too often, people drift through life, waiting for circumstances to be perfect, waiting for the stars to align, waiting for someone else to hand them permission to live the life they deserve. But here's the truth. Nothing will ever change until you decide to change. Until you decide that you will no longer accept excuses, that you will no longer tolerate fear, that you will no longer settle for anything less than extraordinary. Decision is power. It's the force that separates those who live with purpose from those who simply exist. When you make a decision, it creates clarity, it gives focus, it aligns your thoughts, your emotions, and your actions toward a single outcome. But decision alone is not enough. You must commit. Commitment is what transforms a thought into reality, a vision into action. It is the relentless, unwavering drive to take consistent steps toward your goal, no matter what obstacles appear in your path. Commitment is saying to yourself, I will do whatever it takes, I will persist through challenges, and I will see this through. Most people fail not because they lack talent, skill, or opportunity, but because they lack commitment. They waver at the first sign of difficulty. They let fear or doubt take the wheel. They listen to voices of negativity that tell them they are not enough. But when you commit fully, there is no room for hesitation. There is no room for second guessing. There is no room for giving up. Commitment demands action, relentless action, until your vision is no longer a dream but a tangible, undeniable reality. Every day, you must remind yourself why you made the decision, why you chose this path, and why giving up is not an option. Deciding and committing also means taking full responsibility for your life. It means acknowledging that you are the author of your own story, that your results are the product of your choices, and that the power to create change lies within you. When you embrace this truth, excuses disappear. Blame becomes irrelevant. You recognize that external circumstances may challenge you, but they do not define you. Your decisions define you. Your commitment defines you, and the power to create greatness lies in your hands. There is a profound difference between wanting and deciding. Wanting is passive. Wanting is hoping that one day, somehow, something will change. Deciding is active. Deciding is taking control of your life. It is saying to yourself, I will no longer wait. I will no longer hesitate. I will no longer be limited by fear, doubt, or uncertainty. And commitment is the engine that drives your decision forward. It is the discipline to take consistent action, to show up every day, to push through resistance, and to remain steadfast even when the journey becomes difficult. When you decide and commit, your energy changes. Your mindset changes. Your actions become aligned with your purpose. You start to notice opportunities you never saw before. You begin to attract the people, the resources, and the circumstances that support your vision. The universe responds to clarity, to intensity, to unwavering determination. But clarity without commitment is wasted energy. Action without direction leads to exhaustion. It is only when you decide and commit together that true transformation occurs. Commitment also requires resilience. You will face setbacks. You will encounter failures. You will feel the weight of challenges that threaten to break you. But your commitment is stronger than any obstacle. It is unshakable. Every failure becomes a lesson. Every challenge becomes fuel. Every obstacle becomes a stepping stone. When you decide and commit, you develop a mindset that refuses to quit, that refuses to settle, and that refuses to accept anything less than your highest potential. Now, imagine the life you could live if you decided today. Imagine the possibilities if you committed fully, without hesitation, without doubt, without fear. Imagine waking up each morning with purpose, clarity, and unstoppable energy, knowing that every action you take moves you closer to the life you are meant to live. That life is within reach. It is waiting for you to step into it. It is yours for the taking the moment you make the decision and commit to it with every fiber of your being. Challenges are not your enemies. They are the catalysts for your growth. Life is never meant to be a straight, easy path. If it were, there would be no purpose, no learning, no transformation. Every obstacle, every setback, every difficulty you face is a test of your courage, your resilience, your determination, and your willingness to rise above. Too often, we look at challenges and see only pain, struggle, or unfairness. We complain, we hesitate, we doubt ourselves. But the truth is, challenges are the vehicle through which greatness is forged. Without them, there is no strength. Without them, there is no wisdom. Without them, there is no true understanding of what you are capable of achieving. Every challenge you face is an opportunity to stretch beyond your comfort zone. Comfort zones are safe, predictable, and easy. but they are also the graveyards of potential. If you never step into discomfort, if you never face obstacles, if you never push your limits, you will never know the heights you can reach. Challenges demand that you summon your inner resources, that you dig deeper than you ever thought possible, that you find creativity, courage, and determination you didn't know existed within you. Every time you rise to a challenge, you expand your capacity for success. Every time you persevere, you strengthen your character and sharpen your mind. Think about the greatest accomplishments in history. None of them were achieved without struggle. None of them came without resistance. Every breakthrough, every invention, every story of triumph involved facing challenges head on, learning from mistakes, and refusing to quit. Challenges are not obstacles to success. They are the stepping stones to it. They are the moments when you are given the chance to prove to yourself that you are stronger than your fears, more capable than your doubts, and more determined than any circumstance. Embracing challenges requires a mindset shift. It requires that you stop seeing difficulties as problems and start seeing them as opportunities. It requires that you adopt a perspective where every obstacle is a message, every setback is a lesson, and every failure is a chance to rise higher. Challenges are not punishments. They are gifts. They are the universe's way of asking, are you ready to grow? Are you ready to step into your power? Are you ready to claim the greatness that is already inside of you? When you begin to see challenges this way, fear loses its grip, hesitation fades, and action becomes inevitable. Challenges also teach you resilience. Resilience is the ability to recover quickly, to adapt, to find solutions, and to keep moving forward even when circumstances are against you. Life will knock you down. Life will test you in ways you never anticipated. But each time you stand back up, each time you face difficulty with courage and determination, you build strength that cannot be taken away. Resilience is not something you are born with. It is something you cultivate through experience, through persistence, and through embracing challenges rather than avoiding them. Another critical aspect of embracing challenges is the clarity it brings. Challenges reveal your priorities, your values, and your purpose. They show you what you truly care about, what you are willing to fight for, and what you refuse to compromise. When you embrace challenges, you begin to see life with sharper focus. You understand which paths are worth pursuing, which relationships are worth investing in, and which goals are truly aligned with your potential. Challenges force you to make decisions, take responsibility, and act decisively. They strip away distractions and reveal the core of who you are. Remember that the discomfort you feel when facing a challenge is temporary, but the growth it produces is permanent. The lessons you learn, the strength you build, and the confidence you gain will stay with you for a lifetime. Every challenge overcome is a victory, a milestone, a proof that you are capable of more than you ever imagined. And when you face each new challenge with courage, you create momentum. You create a pattern of success that compounds with every step forward, every risk taken, and every obstacle overcome. So stop running from difficulties. Stop fearing failure. Stop imagining that a smooth path will lead to fulfillment. True greatness is not achieved in comfort. True greatness is achieved in the fire of challenge, the pressure of adversity, and the relentless pursuit of victory over obstacles. The world will test you, life will challenge you, and circumstances will push you to your limits. But it is in those moments that your character, your strength, and your greatness are revealed. Embrace every challenge, welcome every obstacle, and step into the life of power, courage, and extraordinary achievement that awaits you. Dreams alone do not create results. Ideas, plans, and visions are powerful, but without action, they remain nothing more than fantasies. The bridge between where you are and where you want to be is built with action. Bold, massive, relentless action. Taking action is not optional if you want to live a life of greatness. It is the very essence of transformation. Too many people wait for the right time, the perfect moment, or the ideal circumstances. And while they wait, life passes them by. The truth is, there will never be a perfect moment. There will never be perfect conditions. The only thing that guarantees progress is movement. The only thing that guarantees change is action. Massive action is different from ordinary action. Ordinary action is half-hearted. It is tentative. It is inconsistent and cautious. Ordinary action leaves you stuck, frustrated, and unfulfilled. Massive action, on the other hand, is fearless. It is determined. It is unrelenting. It is taking more steps than you thought you could take, pushing harder than you thought you could push, and refusing to stop until results appear. Massive action is fueled by clarity, purpose, and an unshakable belief in your ability to achieve. When you commit to massive action, hesitation becomes irrelevant, fear becomes a stepping stone, and obstacles become opportunities to push harder and smarter. Action without purpose can lead to exhaustion, but massive action aligned with vision and values creates unstoppable momentum. Every step you take moves you closer to your goals. Every decision, every effort, every task completed compounds over time. It is the small, consistent actions that build the foundation, and the bold, massive actions that propel you forward at extraordinary speed. The world rewards those who act, not those who wait. Those who step up, take risks, and face the unknown with courage are the ones who change their lives, shape their destiny, and leave a legacy that others admire. The problem most people face is not a lack of resources, knowledge, or opportunities. It is a lack of action. They overthink, analyze endlessly, and hesitate until fear and doubt paralyze them. Action breaks the cycle. Action creates clarity, energy, and results. The first step may be small, but it starts the momentum. One decisive action leads to another, and soon the path forward becomes clear. Momentum is the key to success, and massive action is the fuel that generates it. Without action, vision dies, potential remains untapped, and greatness never materializes. Massive action requires courage because it will push you beyond comfort. It will demand that you face fear, criticism, and uncertainty head on. It will force you to risk failure, embarrassment, and rejection. But every successful person in history has faced these same fears. What separates those who achieve greatness from those who do not is their willingness to act despite fear. Action conquers fear. Action creates confidence. Action proves to yourself and to the world that you are committed, capable, and unstoppable. Every time you take massive action, you are rewiring your mind, strengthening your resolve, and building the life you desire. Action also requires accountability. You must be honest with yourself about your goals, your efforts, and your progress. You cannot take massive action if you are inconsistent or distracted. You cannot achieve extraordinary results if you are unwilling to push beyond excuses, habits, or comfort. The moment you decide to hold yourself accountable, the moment you choose to act relentlessly, you begin to create a trajectory that cannot be stopped. You begin to move faster, think clearer, and execute with precision. Your life begins to change because you have chosen to move, to do, to create, and to dominate the challenges in front of you. When you take massive action, you become a force of nature. You become unstoppable because your energy, focus, and persistence overwhelm obstacles. You discover strength you didn't know you had. You gain confidence that cannot be shaken. You start to attract people, resources, and opportunities because the universe responds to action, not intention. Action is proof that you are serious. Action is proof that you are committed. Action is proof that you are willing to do whatever it takes to achieve greatness. So, stop waiting for permission. Stop waiting for certainty. Stop waiting for the perfect moment. Your moment is now. Your power is now. The path to the life you desire is created by what you do today, not what you plan, wish, or hope to do tomorrow. Massive action transforms dreams into reality, obstacles into opportunities, and potential into undeniable success. Every decision to act, every step taken with intention, every bold move made with courage, compounds into results that will change your life forever. Your destiny is not something that happens to you. It is not a matter of luck, circumstance, or the approval of others. Your destiny is something you claim. It is something you create with every thought, every choice, and every action you take. The life you dream of, the life you are capable of living, is waiting for you, but it will not arrive unless you step forward and claim it. Too often, people drift through life, hoping that opportunities will find them, waiting for someone else to tell them they are ready, or convincing themselves that they are not capable. But the truth is, nothing outside of you determines your destiny. It is your responsibility, your right, and your power to shape the life you are meant to live. Claiming your destiny requires vision. You must see clearly what you want, not just in vague terms, but with precision, clarity, and belief. You must imagine the life you desire in detail, feel it with intensity, and believe it is not only possible, but inevitable. This vision becomes the blueprint for your actions. Without it, your steps lack direction, your efforts become scattered, and your potential remains untapped. When you claim your destiny, you take control of your story. You stop allowing fear, doubt, or the expectations of others to dictate your path. You step into a place of power, responsibility, and purpose. Claiming your destiny also requires courage. Courage is not the absence of fear. It is action in spite of fear. You will encounter obstacles, setbacks, and moments of uncertainty. You will face people who doubt you, circumstances that challenge you, and internal voices that tell you it is too difficult. But courage is what allows you to rise above all of that. Courage is what transforms hesitation into momentum. Courage is what allows you to take bold steps forward even when the outcome is uncertain. Every time you act despite fear, you reinforce the truth that you are capable, resilient, and unstoppable. Responsibility is a key part of claiming your destiny. You must accept that your life is the result of your choices, and you have the power to change it. Blame, excuses, and regret have no place when you are claiming your destiny. When you embrace responsibility, you reclaim your power. You recognize that no one else is in charge of your success, your happiness, or your fulfillment. The moment you take full responsibility for your life, everything changes. You stop waiting for permission, guidance, or approval, and you start taking decisive action to shape your future. Claiming your destiny also requires relentless action. Vision and courage without action are meaningless. The world does not reward intention, it rewards results. You must move consistently and boldly toward the life you are meant to live. This action is not about small, cautious steps. It is about massive, purposeful movement that pushes you beyond comfort, resistance, and fear. Every choice you make, every step you take, every effort you put forth compounds into momentum, propelling you closer to your destiny. The longer you delay, the more opportunities slip by, and the further you remain from the life you are capable of achieving. Another essential element of claiming your destiny is belief. Belief in yourself, belief in your vision, and belief in your ability to create the extraordinary. Doubt is the enemy of destiny. It is the voice that whispers, "You are not enough. You cannot do this. Wait for later." When you claim your destiny, you silence doubt and amplify belief. You trust your instincts, you trust your preparation, and you trust your ability to overcome any challenge. Belief is the fuel that sustains action, the energy that carries you through setbacks, and the force that draws opportunities, resources, and allies toward you. Claiming your destiny is also about impact. Your destiny is not just for you. It is for everyone you touch. The talents, skills, and vision you possess are gifts to the world. By claiming your destiny, you inspire others, you create value, and you leave a legacy that extends far beyond your personal achievements. Your life becomes a beacon of possibility, proof that greatness is achievable, and a demonstration of what happens when someone refuses to settle for mediocrity. Now is the moment to take ownership. Now is the moment to step into your power. Now is the moment to claim the life, the purpose, and the destiny that is rightfully yours. Do not wait for permission. Do not wait for opportunity. Do not wait for validation. Stand tall, embrace your responsibility, fuel your courage with belief, act with relentless determination, and create the extraordinary life that you are meant to live.